that's the intro, and then when the singing starts, in my younger years I hid my tears and passed my days alone. So I wanted to do that first to see if you could recognize the song. It's by Jackson Browne. It's called Farther On, and it is another hired request. Someone actually hired me to do 2 Jackson Browne songs. This is the first of the 2. And they're the album versions. And you know, Jackson's kind of one of those artists you don't really hear a lot on the radio. It's not really, you know, trumpeted across the airwaves, or you don't really hear about that much. But he's got some good music, and there are some really devoted fans to his music. And especially this album. I've done some reading on the album. What's it called? Late for the Sky. And really interesting stuff. Anyway, I like his music. So anyway, let's get started with the free part 1 here on YouTube. My name is Sean Cheek, and if you haven't seen my lessons before, I use the whiteboard to teach you how to play by ear, so that if you've never had any music lessons, you can just sit down and start playing. But if you've had music lessons, that'll help you a little bit, of course. But we get started here. I'll put the free part 1 on YouTube. The rest of the song, when this video gets posted on YouTube, the rest of it will already be on webpianoteacher.com. That's my website, webpianoteacher.com. For members, you'll be able to play the whole song. And I do that because this is the way that I make a living. I am a music teacher, have been for 20 years. Now I'm just doing it online. The best way to get to contact me, get a hold of me, see what I'm up to, what's going on here at the house, is Facebook. Just do a Facebook search for webpianoteacher.com, and you'll find my fans page. And I put posts on there every day, so you can see what I'm up to. I'm also on Twitter if you like to do tweets. My name is Web Piano Teacher on there as well. Enough of that. Let's get to the lesson here, the free part 1. Here's the intro. I am doing the album version. What I like about this, it's just stripped down already. It's not pieced together, and there's not all these strings and synthesizers and stuff that come in to try to fill up the sound. It's just him playing the piano, singing with I think a steel guitar and another acoustic guitar strumming, and you know, very simple accompaniment. And it's just nice to get back to that once in a while. We're going to start with a G chord on the right hand, D, G, B. Left hand's on an A octave. Now I only put 1 A, but a lot of times in this type of accompanying for piano, the left hand just does octaves. Okay, so I just put 1 A, but let's play 2. A on the thumb, A on the pinky. We're going to be up here in the middle C on the right hand, D, G, B. Play that together, and then a D. So we do have a G chord in the right hand and an A octave in the left hand. Okay, so that's correct there. And then just play that D again on your thumb, straight 8th notes, and then D, G, B again. And I connected those with a curved line because they're 8th notes, so they go a little quicker. And you're going to go to E, A, C sharp here. I like to finger that 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 4 there. That's just me. You may want to finger it differently. F sharp, A, D, and then an A octave again. And then D, F sharp, A on the right hand again. Now feel free to play whatever octave you're on the left hand, to play it again throughout, because you know, I'm doing the album version, but some of it you can't always hear what the piano's doing clearly, so some of it is a little bit fill in the blank for me, and you have to, you know, be able to put some more left hand in there than I just wrote. It's fine to do that. To start with, it's good to just play it where I have it, and then try to add a little more left hand. D, F sharp, A, and that's the rhythm. Bum, 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 bum. Add a little more left hand and show you what I'm talking about. See, I'm kind of playing the drums with my left hand there, doing the pinky and thumb kind of back and forth. Now, that's not audible in the recording because you just can't always hear every note. But I guarantee you, pianists who play this type of thing, that's what they're doing. They're keeping that left hand going. Start with just like it's written. It's a good way to start, just to get used to it. Now we're going to go to the next measure. That's going going to be B, D, E, A together. Left hand on an A octave. One count there, and then 2 E and a 16th note there. Bop, 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 bop. A, E, D, B. It's the same note you played here, just rolled downward. Here we have E, A, C sharp. And then A octave again. 3, 4, and then you play that middle C sharp one more time on the and of 4 at the end of that. So it's 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. Okay, now let's put these two measures together. Ready, go. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now to get there, you got to use that thumb to hop. To get my hand over there. See that? Turn a little bit. Gets my hand in position. Alright, 1, 2. Now we keep going. I like that. That's really neat sounding. F sharp, D, B together. Left hand on a B octave down here. B, E, F sharp. And then I'm going to play A and D together. Like that. Now I'm going to do something here that's very valuable in this type of music. That's called what I call a country third. D, A, flip the A to B. Those of you who follow me know how to do this very well. And then we're going to play D, A again, and then G. Now the rhythm is that is the wrong inversion. I'm sitting here looking at it, not realizing that I wrote the wrong inversion. It's a B minor chord, but sometimes we see what we want to see, huh? D, B, F sharp is what we need. What's the matter, Evan? Okay, I'll look at that in a minute. I'm doing a lesson. Okay? I'll be done in a few minutes. Go on. I'll be done in a few minutes. Alright, so you play this together. F sharp, B, D. F sharp, A and D together. Now here, A and D together, flip it to B. And then D and A. G, and that's the rhythm. Let's tie that together with what we did at the beginning. Ready? Go. 1. Alright, then we have 1, 2. So this kind of moves along quickly. This is D, F sharp, A. D octave with it in the left hand. 1, 2. So count 2. You play that D octave again. 1, 2. Da da. This is D, F sharp, E. 1 and 2. Bop bop bop. And then D, B, F sharp again, like we had over here. Left hand's on a B octave. 1 and. So here we have another country third. A and E together. Flip it to F sharp. Left hand's on a C sharp octave. Then we go back to A and E. So right here it's 1 and 2 and. So let's start right here and do these two boxes. Ready? Go. 1 and 2. Bop, 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 bop. Again, ready? Go. 1 and 2. Then we have B, D, F sharp. Left hand on the B octave. Then just a single B. We're going to do that again, or not exactly again. It's still a B minor chord, but we're going to do an inversion of it, which is up here, D, F sharp, B, and then the B on the thumb. So 1 and 2 and I would even play that B octave again right there. Okay, so it's 1 and 2 and then here we have 1. That's going to be G sharp, B, E, with an E octave on the left hand, and the E on the thumb. And then we're going to have A and C sharp in the right hand, left hand with an F sharp octave. And then up to B and D in the right hand, and G sharp octave in the left hand. So it's 1 and 2. finish it on the next board. There are 4 boards altogether, and the last 3 boards have a lot more notes written on them than this. And we do the whole song, of course. But let's go from the beginning now to the very end at a very slow tempo for you. Ready, go. 1. There's your free part 1. I hope you enjoy it. Talk to you later.